Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we break down the complex world of corporate filings, and I've got a juicy one today that might just change how we look at a certain company's clinical trials, maybe even give us a peek behind the curtain of a comeback. Before we dive in, if you like getting these corporate secrets revealed without the jargon, make sure you subscribe. And hey, if you want to chat with us in real time about these filings and more, check out our Discord group, linked down in the description. So what we've got here is a filing called a Form 8K. Think of this as a press release for big, important company news that needs to be shared right away with investors. It is not a regular update like a quarterly filing, but something that happened that really moves the needle. The date on this report is the 16th of October 2025. This tells us the main event we're going to talk about happened on this day. The company we are looking at is Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated. Now, Taysha is a company that has been in the gene therapy space, focusing on developing treatments for rare diseases. This is a field that holds a lot of promise, but also comes with significant risks and heavy investment. This tells us where Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated is legally set up as a company, which is in Delaware. A lot of companies incorporate there because of the business-friendly laws. This is their official file number with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. It is like their personal ID with the government's watchdog for companies. And this is their employer identification number, basically their social security number for tax purposes. This is their main office address. It gives us a physical location for where the company operates. This is their main phone number. You can call them if you have any questions though. I would expect someone to pick up to chat about this filing. Scroll common stock, $0.0001 par value scroll. Here we see the kind of stock Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated has. It is common stock and the par value is tiny, which is pretty standard. What is interesting to us is the trading symbol. The ticker symbol for Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated is Taysha. When you hear about stock movements or news related to Taysha, it is all about this company. And their stock is traded on the NASDAQ, which is a major stock exchange. This means it is a publicly traded company accessible to many investors. Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated has checked the box to be considered an emerging growth company. This means they are a relatively new public company and get some regulatory leniency, allowing them to phase in certain accounting standards. It is a way for newer companies to get on their feet without being immediately burdened by the same strict rules as older, larger companies. Now we get to the heart of the matter. Item 8.01 of this form covers other events. This is where the really spicy news is usually found. Scroll on the 16th of October 2025, Taysha Gene Therapies, Inc. issued a press release entitled Taysha Gene Therapies regains full rights to lead Taysha -102 program in clinical evaluation for the treatment of Rett syndrome. Scroll, this is the big headline. On the 16th of October 2025, Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated put out a press release saying they have regained full rights to their Taysha -102 program. What does that mean? It means they have got back control of this important drug development project. And what is this program for? It is for treating Rett syndrome. Rett syndrome is a serious and rare genetic neurological disorder that primarily affects girls. It typically starts in infancy and leads to severe problems with language, coordination, and breathing. Developing a treatment for something like this is a significant undertaking, and getting full control back is a major development. Think of it like this. If you were developing a really important invention, but someone else had a big say in how it was made, or even controlled parts of it, and then you got that control back, you'd be pretty happy, right? That is what has happened here for Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated. They've gotten the reins back on a key part of their future. This news is crucial because it allows them to fully direct the clinical evaluation, meaning the testing in people of their drug candidate Taysha -102. This filing also tells us the full press release is attached as Exhibit 99.1. So, if you want to read the exact words the company used, that is where you find it. Then we have item 9.01, which is about financial statements and exhibits. Since the main event here is tier financial report with lots of numbers, this section mostly points to what else is included. As mentioned, Exhibit 99.1 is the press release. This is the primary document that elaborates on the news. Exhibit 104 refers to the cover page interactive data file. This is basically the electronic tag system that helps computers read and process the information in the filing, making it easier for financial data services to pick it up. And finally, the signatures. This part just confirms that the right people at Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated have signed off on this report, making it official. Scroll by Vincent Cameron Alum Scroll, this signature here, from Cameron Alum, Chief Financial Officer, shows that the financial leadership is aware of and approves this filing. It is a formal step to make sure everything is above board. So what is the story here? Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated, a company in the risky but potentially rewarding gene therapy sector, has just announced a significant win in regaining full control over a program aimed at treating Rett syndrome. This is huge for them because it means they can now fully steer the development and testing of Taysha -102 without external constraints. It suggests a pathway forward for this potential treatment and could be a turning point for the company's prospects. This isn't a financial report, so we don't have the usual numbers to dig into, but the strategic implications are massive. It's about controlled direction and the potential for a breakthrough in treating a devastating rare disease. Now, looking at this from a broader perspective, Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated is in a very competitive and capital-intensive field. Regaining rights to a lead program like Taysha -102 is a positive signal. It suggests they have navigated past some hurdles that perhaps led to them losing some control or sharing it in the first place. This could mean better financial leverage for future funding or more attractive terms if they seek partnerships. The path for rare disease therapies is always challenging, with high failure rates and lengthy development times, but success can be incredibly rewarding both financially and for patients. This move gives them a clearer path to potentially achieve that success. The risks remain high, obviously, as clinical trials are unpredictable. However, the opportunity to bring a much needed treatment to a patient population with limited options is significant. This is a company betting big on innovation, and this development is a crucial step in validating their strategy. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated Form 8K. What do you think about this win for Taysha -102 and what it means for the company's future? Let me know in the comments. If you found this deep dive helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us out. And of course, subscribe for more regular corporate decoding. Don't forget that Discord link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.